Hey guys, it's Lyric. Welcome back to another video. Today I am doing my first book haul on this channel. I have never done like a book haul, like an official, fully dedicated video to all the new books that I bought. Plain and simple, but there is not a single one of these books that I'm not excited to read. Like if they were all on my TBR right now, I would be so motivated to read them all. Every single one of them. So I'm super excited for this. Yeah, I can't wait to show them to you guys, film reading vlogs on some of them, and just talk about all these books. So yeah, let's get into this fun little book haul. Oh yeah, speaking of things that I'm super excited to show you guys, I wanted to talk about my necklaces and my jewelry that I wear. Every single video, you have seen me wear this beautiful, stunning gold jewelry, both my earrings and my necklaces, and they are from Ana Luisa, and they have sent me some new pieces that I really want to show you guys, so check that out. Hi guys, let's talk a little bit about Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa has high quality, beautiful jewelry for affordable prices. Anywhere in the US, they've got you covered with free and fast shipping. I love good shipping, guys. And anywhere outside of the US, they still have amazing and affordable shipping options. As you guys know, the holidays are here, and you know what that means? We are buying gifts, receiving gifts, looking for gifts, and Ana Luisa is the perfect place. I'm not even kidding, guys. The past 2 years, I have gifted my mom and my grandmother Ana Luisa. Guess what they're asking for this year? Ana Luisa. Believe me when I tell you guys, Ana Luisa has options for everybody, and something that I really like is that they manage to have trendy jewelry, like stuff that is on trend, stuff that you are seeing all over the place, but at the same time it is still unique and a little bit different. They have so many options. I could go on and on about Ana Luisa, but I'm gonna quickly show you guys a few of the pieces that they were kind enough to send over to me. First off, we have this beautiful charm necklace, and it kind of is giving me vintage vibes just a little bit. I don't know, might just be me. It has this beautiful pearl material in the middle and a stunning rose. I'm absolutely obsessed. I almost want to give this to my grandma because I think she would love it, but at the same time I want it. The second necklace also has a little bit more of that pretty kind of stone pearl material right there, and then it has this moon cut out. Literally so gorgeous. Are you kidding? Like, do you see that? That is so pretty. The moon has a star on it. Aww, that's so cute. And the last necklace that they sent over is, this is a little too cute. Guys, look at this. You have a cute little paper clip, and it has these little sparkles right there. If that's not adorable, I actually don't know what is. And lastly, we have this little gold bracelet. Here we have this beautiful gold chain, and the bottom two links have super cute sparkles on them, which I think those are beautiful, like little diamond stones. So yeah, those are all the pieces that Ana Luisa sent over to me. If you guys are looking to purchase from Ana Luisa this holiday season, click the link in the description for an up to 30% off discount. This is the time to grab items from Ana Luisa. Every single year, this time of year is when they're having their best sale. So go shop my link, and if you do get something from Ana Luisa, please send me a picture, tag me, because I want to see which pieces you got. Thank you so much to Ana Luisa for partnering with me on today's video. Now, let's talk about some books. Oh, am I purple right now? That's a new lighting trick. First book I have is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I have heard Haley Pham, I think, talks very highly about Lynn Painter. I've seen and heard so many great reviews about this book. This is about Liz and Wes. It's enemies to lovers. I love that. I will eat up enemies to lovers till the day I die. And it's probably even toxic of me, but I want an enemies to lovers trope in real life. I just love being mean. And if I fall in love from doing something I love doing, you know, like, I don't see what's wrong with that. Yeah, this is about Liz and Wes, and they have been neighbors. They've kind of been like known each other for forever basically, and Liz hasn't really liked Wes. He's just annoying. He's like that neighbor, almost maybe kind of giving off brother vibes, but annoying brother vibes. And so now it's senior year, and Liz really wants her crush to take her to prom. However, her crush has become super close to Wes, and her only in to be able to communicate with Michael is Wes. So she starts trying to plan with Wes, I think, about how she can get her crush and how she can make it happen. But along the way, she starts to realize that she kind of has a thing for Wes, and she's like, whoa, where is this coming from? What is going on here? So yeah, this is like a young adult enemies to lovers, I think. I'm super excited for it because I've heard great things about this book, and also I love the cover. This cover is very motivating for me. It just like, it makes me want to read it. That's always a pro. But yeah, a fun little young adult romance. Next up, guys, this is gonna be a good one. I don't know when this is gonna happen. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna read this one because I will film a full spoiler video for this book. Can you guess what it is? A Court of Wings in Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. We all know this is part of the ACOTAR series. I do not have words to describe my love for the characters and for the world and for this series. Everything about these books, the ACOTAR series, especially Akhimov, is my Roman Empire. I think about that every single day. Every single day I think about Rhysand. But I'm sure all of you guys are aware of the ACOTAR series. This is the third book, 3 out of 5. The series is still going on. I actually just uploaded a full spoiler video of Akhimov. It's an hour and 20 minutes long, guys. I put my all into that video, so if you want to go watch it, if you've already read Akhimov, go watch it. It has all my thoughts, all spoilers, everything that has to do with Akhimov is in that video, and I'm gonna film another one for ACOWAR. This one looks even bigger than Akhimov, but I'm so excited for it, so whenever I do end up getting to this, expect a vlog. There will be spoilers included. I don't really want to tell you too much about this in case somebody hasn't read this book. All I gotta say, if you have not read the ACOTAR series, I need you to start. Get your act together. Go ahead and purchase ACOTAR and start reading. Send me a paragraph of what you think. Go ahead and start sending me your thoughts. Let's chat about it. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna read it next because it's a very big book, and when I start reading ACOTAR, it is the only thing on my mind. Only thing I think about. The love I have for these characters is just... ugh. I could talk about them forever. As you can tell from my hour-and-a-half video, I just now realized one of the books is not here yet. It hasn't been delivered yet, and I thought it had been. Am I slow? No, yeah, it's not even here. We'll still talk about it. I am just now reading the back of this book. It might be better than I thought it was gonna be. This is Scarred by Emily McIntyre. She is so talented, and she's actually battling cancer right now. So yeah, I've been keeping her in my prayers, but she is so talented. She's the author of the Never After series, which is basically fairy tales, and it's where the villain gets their happily ever after. So the first book that I read, I actually made a whole reading vlog about that. It's called Hooked, and so obviously it's based off of Peter Pan from the side of Captain Hook, since he's the villain, and it's about him like getting his happily ever after, finding true love, and it's more of like a dark romance type of vibe. I would say maybe it's not super dark, but there are definitely dark aspects to it. I loved it, and that reading vlog was a very big like roller coaster of emotions. A lot was going on there. I'm ready to throw hands. You just met her. There is so much potential for this to drive me crazy. I know he did not just call her a pet project. Taming her until she purrs? Sending her back with a leash? There are some interesting moments in it, but by the end, I loved it. This one, I was just reading the back of it. I'm so excited for this. This one is called Scarred, obviously, and this is based off of The Lion King. So this is kind of like Scar getting his happily ever after. It's about Prince Tristan Fossa and his brother Michael. Basically, Michael was the reason that Tristan got this big scar on his face back during their childhood. Michael is set to assume the throne, and so their father passes away, and it says Tristan will stop at nothing to end his brother's reign. However, the woman that Michael is betrothed to marry piques the interest of Tristan. And what's interesting about this is because that girl, her name is Sarah, she has one plan, and her plan is to eradicate the Fossa line. So she is betrothed to Michael, and her job is just to ruin everything. However, she starts to fall in love or fall for Tristan, who is the younger brother. We have some interesting dynamics going on here, and I'm so excited. It has been a while since I read Hooked, and so I'm really excited to read this. I'm so much more excited to read this than I was expecting. I guess I should film a reading vlog on this one since I did one on Hooked. Should I do one for the whole series? Guys, let me know. If you want me to film separate reading vlogs for all of the books in the Never After series, let me know and I will do so. I don't understand why the lighting is like switching up on me. Am I actually in heaven? Can you hear the angels? Next book we have is All In by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is actually on my TBR for this month, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it read in October. This might be more of a November book. I don't know, but this is the third book in the Naturals series. I'm sure you guys have heard of it, but if you haven't, the Naturals is about these 5 teenagers. I think they're close to like 18, older teens, and they all kind of work undercover for the FBI. They have these special talents. We have like a profiler, someone that can read emotions. Actually, there's 2 profilers. Then another one is great with analytics, statistics, numbers, that type of stuff. And the last one is super deceptive. She's able to detect and tell lies very well. So they all work together for the FBI and they help solve cold cases. This series is truly... it is amazing. That's all I have to say. Like, it is so good, and it's really neat getting to see the dynamic between these characters. Since they all are very unique and their talents and stuff are very different, you really get to see a different side of what their thoughts are, something you don't always see in books. Because these kids are specials, especially when it comes to the mind, you get to see cool sides of their minds. They're also very fast-paced, and the found family is a little too good. I got so connected and so emotionally attached to all of these characters from the get-go, and it has not stopped. It just grows. It gets better and better. But yeah, I have not rated a book in this series so far lower than 4 stars. I think the lowest is 4.25 for the Naturals, but this is a third book. I'm so excited. This one says 3 casinos, 3 bodies in 3 days. So yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. I'm not gonna tell you too much. It's much better if you just dive into it, but I would highly recommend this series. Literally one of the best things to ever happen to me. You can quote me on that. You can actually quote me on that one. I can't get enough. Also, there was like a love triangle. There is a little bit of romance in here, and it's the perfect amount. It's not too much. It doesn't overshadow the plot, but it's in there. And if you throw romance into a mystery, I'm in. I'm all in. I'm too good. I'm too good. Let's move on. Next up, we have The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I have heard amazing things about this book. I've never read a book by Catherine Center, but I'm very excited for this. This is about Hannah and Jack. Basically, Hannah is like a bodyguard, and she gets hired to kind of watch after Jack, obviously. Not sure what he does, but he's famous. He's been famous, and then he's decided to like step out of the spotlight, and his mom gets sick, so he wants to go and visit her, but he doesn't want his family to know about his stalker or his bodyguard. So apparently he has a stalker. I missed that first time around. So yeah, Hannah is his bodyguard. She comes with him, but since he doesn't want his family to know about her or the stalker, yep, they have to fake date. So we got the fake dating trope. The premise of this sounds really fun, and I think it's kind of cool seeing like the girl be the bodyguard for the guy. I feel like that's not normally how it's depicted in books or in society as much, so I'm excited for that as well. And literally the cover is so cute. Yeah, this really looks like it's gonna be a fun, quick little romance. Next book is The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. I'm not gonna lie, fully got this because Sarah Crowley said to. She absolutely loved this trilogy. There are 2 other books, The Gilded Cage and The Blood Trader. If Sarah says it's good, I just buy it, but I actually looked into this one before buying it, and it sounds very interesting. I try very hard to explain books without reading the back, but I feel like in this case, it is easier if I read the back because I really do want y'all to be informed, so I'm gonna read the back. 17-year-old Kiva Meriden has spent the last 10 years fighting for survival in the notorious death prison Zalindov, working as the prison healer. When the rebel queen is captured, Kiva is charged with keeping the terminally ill woman alive long enough for her to undergo the trial by ordeal, a series of elemental challenges against the torments of air, fire, water, and earth, assigned to only the most dangerous of criminals. Then a coded message from Kiva's family arrives containing a single order: don't let her die. We are coming. Aware that the trials will kill the sickly queen, Kiva risks her own life and volunteers in her place. If she succeeds, both she and the queen will be granted their freedom, but no one has ever survived. With an incurable plague sweeping Zalindov, a mysterious new inmate fighting for Kiva's heart, and a prison rebellion brewing, Kiva can't escape the terrible feeling that her trials have only just begun. That may sound a little confusing, but if you take time to just really think about it and just like imagine the premise of this book, it sounds so cool to me. This sounds very exciting, so I'm really intrigued by this one. And I love a good story with a romance and like an above average plot, and where the plot is something you're really focused on. Like, you know, some romance books, the romance is the only focus. This sounds exciting because I feel like the romance is gonna be good, and it's gonna be maybe like a high stakes romance. and we have a really good plot. So I'm super excited for this, and if Sarah Caroli recommends it, it's probably gonna be great. Next book I have is 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, of all of these books, I am the most terrified and scared to read this one. So many people say that this broke them, that it shattered them. Also, Larry's Reads, she has an ad on TikTok that I saw pop up multiple times, and it's her literally bawling her eyes out to this. And I know she didn't just do it for the ad, because I've seen her talk about it on her TikTok before. And so I'm actually terrified for this. I feel like everybody read this quite a while ago. But this is about Rune and Poppy. I think this is like childhood friends to lovers. Oh, at the top it says, he kissed me until there's no part of me that didn't know who it belonged to. He kissed me until my heart again fused with his. Two halves of one whole. Wait, why am I just now seeing that quote? Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is about Rune and Poppy, and basically they were friends as they were younger, and then it says they were like in different places, and Rune comes back to his hometown where Poppy is, and it says he has one thing on his mind. Why did the girl who was one half of his soul, who promised to wait faithfully for his return, cut him off without a word of explanation? Might have some emotional damage from this one, but I gotta say the cover is really beautiful, so that might motivate me to actually read it. Who knows? I'm a little bit scared for this, but also I love books that make me pull the emotions out of me. Next up I have yet again another Sarah Caroli rec, and that is Divine Rivals. I'm sure, like I'm actually positive you guys have heard of this. I have heard so much about this and Once Upon a Broken Heart. Those have been on my For You page for a while now. I genuinely don't know too much about this, but I know that it's about like people that are in the writing space and they end up writing letters back and forth to each other or something. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about this, but I have heard great things. I have heard a few people who are like, it's not that good. However, Sarah Caroli was gushing over it, and like I mentioned, I feel like we have similar tastes in books so far. Almost anything she recommends highly ends up becoming one of my favorite books as well. Yeah, it says this is an epic enemies to lovers fantasy novel filled with hope and heartbreak and the unparalleled power of love. So I'm so excited for this. I've heard that it's really beautifully written, and beautifully written books will crush my soul. Put it back together just a little bit, but for the most part it is crushed. I just gotta say, just this cover is stunning. It is so beautiful. I can't wait. I've also never read a book by Rebecca Ross. New author. Honestly, a lot of these are new authors except for, actually, never mind. Whatever I just said, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't listen to me. Click off this. No, just stay. Never mind. Listen to me, please. I'm begging you. We keep it honest over here. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This makes no sense to me. I have no idea what this is about. First off, the girl's name. Can't even pronounce. Is it Elspeth? Elspeth Spindle. That's her name. Elspeth needs a monster. The monster might be her. We're gonna call her Elle. All I'm getting from this is that Elle has something that she calls the nightmare, and it's in her head. And he protects her and keeps her secrets. And then she comes across a mysterious highwayman on the forest road, and that's when her life takes a drastic turn. But then she's thrust into a world of shadow, and she is on a quest to cure blunder of the dark magic infecting it. There's a king and a nephew, and she has to save her kingdom. So to be honest, I have no idea what this is about. However, I've heard very high praises. I feel like a lot of people who read Fourth Wing and loved it have been reading this book and saying that it's really good. So Fourth Wing was perfection to me. That is also another book that I think about almost daily. But it is very highly rated. It's been highly talked about, and I'm gonna try it out. That's really all I have to say. But no, actually, Iron Flame comes out next week. Should I film a reading vlog? Should I do Iron Flame reading vlog? Guys, if there are any books in this video that you want reading vlogs for, I'm already gonna do one for Akawar and probably Scarred. But if any of the other ones that I've mentioned you would like reading vlogs, let me know. I might do one for Iron Flame. Okay, last book for this haul. It's actually not here yet, but that is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Apparently the theme for this video is Sarah Caroli, because I think about half of these books are ones that she's recommended and spoken very highly of, but Powerless is like one of her top books that she's absolutely been loving. The premise of this book is very cool. Like, it's very unique. This is about Peyton, and she lives in the kingdom of Eleth. And she is an ordinary. There are ordinaries and elites. The elites have powers. They are the special, not really special, but they just have powers. They're stronger. The ordinaries are ordinary. The names are kind of giving. You can understand from the names. But the king decrees that all the ordinaries need to be banished in order to preserve his elite society. And so Peyton decides that she's going to pretend that she is an elite, which is very difficult because ordinaries don't have powers, elites do. And she ends up saving one of her kingdom's princes, and that is what puts her into the purging trials, which is a brutal competition, and it is where the elites basically showcase their powers. So she is going undercover as an elite. She's pretending that she's a psychic, and then the prince that she saves is obviously an elite, and I think he's gonna end up figuring out what she is. So he's supposed to like kill her. She saved him though. She's an ordinary, he's an elite. A lot of stuff going on here, but I have heard great things about this book, and I'm really excited for it. So that concludes this little book haul. Very excited for all these books. Once again, comment down below if there are any ones that you specifically want me to film reading vlogs for. I just love reading and I love books so much. Also, feel free to follow me on my Instagram and TikTok. I post a bunch of book content on both of those, so check those out and we could talk even more about books than we already do over here. Also, don't forget to check out Ana Luisa. It is linked at the top of my description. I'm not even kidding. I am gifting multiple people Ana Luisa during this upcoming holiday season, and it truly is an amazing gift to get for yourself or for your loved ones and your family and your friends. So yeah, thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sending me some of your beautiful jewelry. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Love y'all so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.